Have you ever wondered if it's possible to engineer life? Welcome to the world of synthetic biology, a revolutionary field that merges biology and engineering to create living organisms tailored to our needs. It's a world where life itself becomes a canvas for innovation, where the boundaries of what's possible are constantly being pushed and redefined. The dawn of synthetic biology can be traced back to the late 20th century, when a group of visionary scientists embarked on a journey to understand and manipulate life at its most fundamental level. Among the first milestones was the creation of the first synthetic gene in the early 70s. This was a groundbreaking achievement that paved the way for the manipulation of genetic material, opening up a world of possibilities. Building on this success, scientists in the 90s took a step further by creating the first synthetic organism. They introduced a synthetic genome into a cell, which then began to grow and divide, effectively becoming a new species. This was a monumental achievement, one that proved that life could be created, and by extension, engineered. These early milestones laid the foundation for the field of synthetic biology. They showed us that life is not a mystery beyond our comprehension, but a complex system that can be understood, manipulated, and even created. Each breakthrough has been a stepping stone, leading us to a world where we can engineer life to solve real-world problems. From creating organisms that can clean up oil spills to engineering bacteria that can produce biofuels, the applications of synthetic biology are vast and varied. We're living in an era where we can harness the power of life itself to create solutions for some of the world's most pressing issues. But as with any powerful technology, synthetic biology also raises important ethical questions. What are the risks of creating new life forms? How do we ensure that this technology is used responsibly? These are questions that we, as a society, must grapple with as we venture deeper into this new frontier. These monumental achievements marked the dawn of a new era in biology, an era where life itself could be engineered. So, buckle up, because we're just getting started. Welcome to the dawn of synthetic biology. Having understood the birth of synthetic biology, let's delve deeper into one of its fundamental aspects, the creation of synthetic genes. To synthesize a gene, scientists first need to determine the sequence of DNA bases that make up the gene. This information is typically obtained from a database of gene sequences, or by sequencing the gene from a sample. Once they have the sequence, they use a technique called DNA synthesis to create the gene. This involves chemically building up the gene, one base at a time, in the correct order. The process is carried out by a machine called a DNA synthesizer, which adds each base to the growing chain in a cycle of chemical reactions. Just as a writer creates sentences by stringing together words, a DNA synthesizer creates genes by stringing together bases. After the gene is synthesized, it's inserted into a vector, a piece of DNA that can carry the gene into a cell. The vector is then introduced into a host organism, such as bacteria, where the gene can be copied and expressed. It's like delivering a new recipe to a chef. The chef then uses this recipe to create a new dish. The creation of synthetic genes is a complex process that requires a high level of precision and accuracy. It's a task that's fraught with challenges, from ensuring the correct sequence of bases to successfully delivering the gene into the host organism. But despite these hurdles, scientists have made remarkable progress. They've developed new tools and techniques that have made the process faster, more accurate, and more efficient. For instance, they've created software that can design gene sequences and machines that can synthesize genes in a matter of hours. They've also developed new vectors that can carry larger genes and deliver them more effectively. Each breakthrough is a testament to human ingenuity, a testament to our ability to push the boundaries of what's possible. As we venture further into the world of synthetic biology, the creation of synthetic genes will continue to play a crucial role. It's a tool that enables us to engineer life, to create organisms that can solve real-world problems. But as we wield this tool, we must also grapple with the ethical implications. How do we ensure that it's used responsibly? How do we balance the promise of synthetic biology with the potential risks? These are questions that we'll explore in the upcoming scenes. For now, let's marvel at the wonder of synthetic gene creation, a process that's as complex and intricate as life itself. Having understood the process of synthetic gene creation, let's now explore a fascinating concept within synthetic biology, the creation of synthetic organisms. A synthetic organism is an entity that has been designed and built by humans, using the principles of synthetic biology. It's like building a machine, but instead of metal and plastic, we're using genes and cells. Imagine being able to design and build an organism that can perform a specific task, like cleaning up an oil spill or producing a life-saving drug. This is the promise of synthetic organisms. Creating a synthetic organism is a complex and multi-step process. It begins with the design phase, where scientists use computer software to design the genetic sequence of the organism. This sequence is then synthesized, as we discussed in the previous scene. The synthesized DNA is inserted into a host organism, like bacteria, where it can be copied and expressed. But creating a synthetic organism involves more than just inserting a new gene. Scientists also need to ensure that the new gene can function properly within the host organism. This often involves tweaking the host's existing genes to accommodate the new one. It's a bit like installing a new piece of software on your computer. You need to make sure the new software is compatible with your existing system. The potential applications of synthetic organisms are vast and varied. They could be used to produce biofuels, clean up environmental pollution, and even fight diseases. But as with all powerful technologies, there are also ethical considerations. How do we ensure that synthetic organisms are used responsibly? What happens if they escape into the environment? And who gets to decide what kinds of synthetic organisms we create? These are questions that require careful thought and discussion. The creation of synthetic organisms is a testament to human ingenuity, but it also raises important ethical and societal questions. As we continue to push the boundaries of synthetic biology, we must also grapple with these questions, ensuring that our technological advances are guided by our ethical principles. In the next scene, we will explore the current applications of synthetic biology and see how this fascinating field is reshaping our world. Stay tuned! In the world of synthetic biology, the possibilities are as vast as nature itself. Today, let's explore how this revolutionary field is contributing to environmental conservation. Synthetic biology offers a plethora of tools to address environmental issues, from engineering bacteria to clean up oil spills, to creating algae that can absorb CO2 and produce biofuels. Synthetic biology is emerging as a powerful ally in our fight against environmental degradation. Imagine a world where we could harness the power of living organisms to restore polluted environments. That's the promise of synthetic biology. Let's take a look at a few case studies. First, we have the oil-eating bacteria. Scientists have engineered the DNA of certain bacteria to consume petroleum, turning them into microscopic machines that can clean up after oil spills. These bacteria could potentially be a game-changer in mitigating the harmful effects of such disasters. Another exciting application is in the field of carbon capture. Scientists are manipulating the DNA of algae to increase their ability to absorb CO2, a major contributor to global warming. These genetically modified algae not only reduce CO2 levels but also produce biofuels, providing a renewable energy source. Synthetic biology in these cases is not just solving one problem, it's hitting two birds with one stone. Looking into the future, the potential of synthetic biology in environmental conservation is immense. However, as with any powerful technology, it comes with challenges. The release of engineered organisms into the environment raises questions about potential unforeseen consequences. As we step forward into this new era, it is crucial to navigate these challenges with care, ensuring that our technological advances are guided by robust ethical principles. As we continue to blend the lines between life and machine, it is our responsibility to ensure that the power of synthetic biology is harnessed for the greater good of our planet and its inhabitants. In the next scene, let's delve deeper into the current applications of synthetic biology and see how this fascinating field is reshaping our world. Having explored the role of synthetic biology in environmental conservation, let's now venture beyond our planet and into the cosmos. What role could synthetic biology play in space exploration? The potential is truly out of this world. Imagine a future where we could engineer microbes to terraform Mars, making the red planet hospitable for human life. Or consider the possibility of using engineered algae as a dual-purpose system on long space voyages, both recycling astronauts' waste into useful nutrients and oxygen, while also serving as a sustainable food source. This isn't just science fiction, it's the cutting edge of current research. Scientists are already experimenting with these concepts, and the results are promising. For instance, NASA has been exploring the potential of synthetic biology to aid in long-duration space missions. Engineered microbes could be used to produce essential materials like plastics and biofuels, recycle waste, and even help with life support systems. But as with any pioneering field, there are ethical and practical considerations to address. What happens if these engineered organisms mutate or evolve in unexpected ways in the harsh conditions of space? And how can we ensure that our explorations don't inadvertently contaminate other planets with Earth life? As we push the boundaries of synthetic biology, we must also push the boundaries of our ethical considerations. Whether on Earth or in space, the power of synthetic biology requires thoughtful stewardship. In our next scene, we'll take a closer look at the current applications of synthetic biology and how it's reshaping our world. Having glimpsed into the potential of synthetic biology in space exploration and its current applications, it's time to forecast the road ahead. What could the future look like, and what challenges and opportunities lie in wait? Synthetic biology stands at the crossroads of promise and peril. Its future is full of exciting possibilities, from creating new life forms and designing personalized medicines to revolutionizing agriculture and combating climate change. But the path ahead isn't without its hurdles. One of the most significant challenges is the complexity of life itself. Even the simplest organisms are incredibly complex, and we're only beginning to understand the intricacies of how they function. This complexity makes it difficult to predict how engineered organisms will behave, particularly over long periods and in different environments. Moreover, we must consider the societal and ethical implications of synthetic biology. As we gain the power to design life, we must also grapple with questions about the sanctity and dignity of life, and who gets to decide what is natural. We must also ensure that the benefits of synthetic biology are shared equitably and not concentrated in the hands of a few. And then, there's the matter of regulation. How do we balance the need for innovation with the need for safety and oversight? How do we prevent misuse of this technology, while ensuring that it can be used for the benefit of all? These are complex questions that will require the input of scientists, ethicists, policymakers, and the public. In the next scene, we'll delve into the current applications of synthetic biology, showcasing how it's already reshaping our world. But as we continue this journey, keep in mind that the road ahead is both exciting and challenging. It's a journey that will require not just scientific ingenuity, but also ethical wisdom and societal engagement. Now that we've peeked into the past, let's venture into the present and see how synthetic biology is reshaping our world. In the realm of medicine, synthetic biology is pushing the boundaries of what we once thought possible. Imagine a world where we can engineer bacteria to act as tiny factories, producing life-saving drugs in large quantities. This isn't a sci-fi fantasy, it's happening right now. Scientists are using synthetic biology to design microbes that can churn out everything from insulin for diabetics to powerful new antibiotics. But it's not just human health that stands to benefit. Our food systems are also getting a major upgrade. With the global population projected to reach nearly 10 billion by the middle of the century, we need to find more sustainable ways to feed everyone. Synthetic biology is stepping up to the plate, quite literally. Scientists are engineering disease-resistant crops that can withstand harsh climates and pests, increasing yields and reducing our reliance on harmful pesticides. And let's not forget about the potential of synthetic biology to revolutionize renewable energy. Biofuels, which are fuels derived from living matter, are a promising alternative to fossil fuels. Synthetic biology is paving the way for more efficient biofuel production by engineering algae and bacteria to convert sunlight and carbon dioxide into usable energy. Our environment, too, is reaping the benefits of synthetic biology. Oil spills, a significant cause of marine pollution, are notoriously difficult to clean up. But what if we could engineer bacteria to do the job for us? That's exactly what synthetic biologists are working on. By tweaking the DNA of certain bacteria, scientists are creating microscopic oil-eating machines that can help restore polluted environments. But of course, with great power comes great responsibility. As we continue to unlock the potential of synthetic biology, we must also grapple with the ethical implications. What are the risks of releasing engineered organisms into the environment? How do we ensure that this technology is used for the benefit of all, and not just a privileged few? These are questions that we, as a society, will need to answer. However, the promise of synthetic biology is too great to ignore. By harnessing the power of life itself, we have the potential to address some of the most pressing challenges of our time. From healing our bodies to feeding our growing population and restoring our environment, synthetic biology is proving to be a game changer. The future is bright, and it's being written in the language of DNA. So the next time you hear about synthetic biology, remember this. It's not just about creating life in a lab. It's about using our understanding of life to build a better, more sustainable world. And that, dear friends, is something truly worth celebrating. From healing our bodies to feeding our growing population and restoring our environment, synthetic biology is proving to be a game changer. As we marvel at the potential of synthetic biology, it's crucial that we also consider the ethical implications. When we think about the future of synthetic biology, we're drawn into a world where we could potentially create entirely synthetic life forms. Imagine microbes designed to clean up oil spills, plants engineered to withstand harsh climates, or even organisms created to produce life-saving medications. The possibilities are virtually endless, and the potential benefits are staggering, but with these advancements come significant ethical considerations. We must ask ourselves, are we playing God? By stepping so far into the realm of creation, we risk treading on territory traditionally reserved for nature, or for some, a higher power. It's a question that elicits deep philosophical and moral discussions, and it's one that we cannot ignore as we venture further into this brave new world. Beyond philosophical debates, there's also the very real risk of engineered organisms escaping into the wild. What happens when a genetically modified organism is no longer confined to a lab? Could it outcompete natural species, disrupt ecosystems, or even cause unforeseen health issues? These are not just hypothetical questions, but real-world concerns that scientists and policymakers must address. Then there's the potential for bioterrorism. The same technology that allows us to engineer life-saving organisms could also be used to create harmful ones. The misuse of synthetic biology could lead to the creation of new biological weapons, a prospect that is as terrifying as it is real. So, as we stand on the precipice of this new era, we must balance our excitement for the future with the weighty responsibility that comes with these advancements. We must ensure that our pursuit of knowledge and progress doesn't overshadow our duty to preserve the natural world and protect humanity. While the possibilities are exciting, they also serve as a reminder of the great responsibility that comes with this power. So we've journeyed from the dawn of synthetic biology to its current applications and peered into its future. We've seen how this revolutionary science, born from the marriage of biology and engineering, has ushered in a new era of possibility. From its humble beginnings, as scientists first toyed with the idea of manipulating life's building blocks, synthetic biology has grown exponentially. It's become a potent tool in our quest to understand and harness the power of life itself. We delved into the exciting applications of synthetic biology that are already transforming our world. We've seen how engineered bacteria are producing biofuels and bioplastics, reducing our dependence on fossil fuels and offering more sustainable solutions. In medicine, we've seen the potential for personalized treatments, gene therapies, and even synthetic organs. And let's not forget about the engineered crops that promise to improve food security and nutrition. Peering into the future, we discuss the unlimited potential of synthetic biology. Imagine a world where we can engineer organisms to clean up oil spills or to consume plastic waste. Or a world where we can design our own pets or even engineer ourselves to be resistant to diseases. The possibilities are mind-boggling, but with these possibilities come significant ethical considerations. As we engineer life, we must be cautious not to play God. The power to design life carries the risk of unforeseen consequences, and we must ensure that our actions today do not jeopardize our future. So as we stand on the brink of this new frontier, let's remember to tread carefully. Let's embrace the power of synthetic biology, but also respect the sanctity of life. Let's continue to question, to explore, and to innovate, but let's do it responsibly. As we continue to unravel the mysteries of life, remember, with great power comes great responsibility. If you found this journey intriguing, don't forget to subscribe to Brainiacata and join us as we explore more fascinating topics. Before we conclude, here's a thought to ponder. Imagine standing at the helm of a ship, the vast expanse of life's possibilities laid out before you. As we've seen, synthetic biology is not just a tool, it's a new lens through which we can view and interact with the world around us. So what if you held the power to engineer life, to shape it to your will? What changes would you make? Would you focus on solving the world's most pressing problems like hunger, disease, or climate change? Or would you venture into the unknown, exploring new frontiers of science and technology? These are not just hypothetical questions. They are the very dilemmas that synthetic biologists grapple with every day. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, we must also ask ourselves, what should we do? What is the right path? What would you create if you could engineer life? Think about it. And until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring. This is Brainiacata signing off.